Hey, my truth seekers, how are you guys doing? Man, look, I am so sorry to come to you guys, with all this right here. And I know you all have heard the news when it comes to Kiki Jabbar. She was on Love and Marriage in Huntsville. I was praying that, this wasn't true. But when I heard that she had passed this morning, I was going to come on. I think it was around about 2 o'clock today. And I went ahead and I pushed it back for Thursday. I wanted to talk about her for some reason. She had came in my spirit and I felt the need to talk about how I felt that she was being mistreated. And you can look at the thumbnail, the video that I had posted was supposed to be today to talk about Kiki. That's why I sit there and say life is too short for all the stuff that is going on, especially when it comes to social media, because I was going to talk about her today and not knowing that she had passed. So our condolences goes out to her husband, her children, her family. I mean, this is devastated to Miss Wanda. I mean, just to think about it, Miss Wanda went ahead and buried her brother. That's Kiki's father. Now Kiki's father got to bury her daughter, and our heart goes out. Like I said, it's just too much going on, and for us to take life so granted, for granted. Let me go ahead and I see T Jones had came in and she said love, peace, and grace to the family. So sad, but God. Also, Gail France says, everyone's, yes, this is sad news. I was just praying that, that it wasn't true, because someone had popped up in the comment and it was dealing with something else. And I said, oh my God, this got to be, some fake news. But when Miss Marcella, speak with your girl Marcella, you can go on her channel. When she came and confirmed it right there, I knew it was true. Gail France says, Melissa, I'm working and listening. Thank you very much. Simona says, hello, Lady D in chat. Hi, Simona. Also, she says prayers to the Jabbar and the Scott's family. Prayer to Miss Wanda. Absolutely. Ken's big sister says news. I wasn't expected to read prayers for the family and all of Love and Marriage in Huntsville. Gwen Davis says good evening. Good evening. Also, Miss Wu, she says, good afternoon, Lady D and chat. My condolences to the Jabbar, Scott, and the Morris family. Good afternoon, Chandela says. Country Girl says, good afternoon, Lady D and the Truth Seekers. Simona said, after hearing this, I might need to pull back from watching this TV show. It's very demonic, and we're going to go ahead and talk about it. It's very, very demonic, very demonic. Like I had told you guys, we are dealing with witches and warlocks. And these people, like I said, they have sold their soul for almighty dollars, and they don't care who they use. They don't care who they use to sit there and get what they want. And I was saying it from day one, and you guys, you can watch every last video. I always said, give Kiki, give her a chance on that show. Don't be so quick to cancel her out. Give her a chance, because we already know how she was being used to get on that show. Yes, how she was being used to get on that show, knowing that she had some personal stuff that she was dealing with herself. Kiki had a story, but nobody wanted to hear her. Nobody wanted to give Kiki a chance to tell her story. They wanted to cancel out when she couldn't sit there being used. And when they felt that she couldn't be used, what they did, they tossed her to the side. That's why I sat there and say, when it comes to these reality shows, every chance that I get, I try to tear it down. Because these people are witches and warlocks. And we see now, if you don't see it, then something got to be wrong with you. Something got to be wrong with you. If you don't see what we are dealing with, we are dealing with witches and warlocks. That's why I sat there and say, it's time for us to start getting busy. It's time for us to sit there and start calling this mess out. Calling this mess out. Because we already know how This girl was going through, and they took and they used it for financial gain. For financial gain. Simone says, this is so sad. Life is short. Yes, it is. Your Hope says, hello, Lady D in chat, country girl, broken hearts. Davita's in the house, prayers. Chandela, my sincere condolences and prayers to everyone and her family. Yes, yes, yes. Good afternoon, Takika, Ashante. Lord have mercy. This is terrible news, Lady D. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. But like I said, nothing happened by accident. Nothing happened by accident. I believe that everything is for a purpose. And this is where our people at. Our people is smack dab in other people's lives. Take your eyes off of these people, because half of these people is not about this life. Half of these people just only there to sit there and see what they can get out of it. Fake it until they're making it, and not realizing who they tearing down, praying into darkness, messing with all this witchcraft and all this demonic stuff. Don't know what they are touching. Don't know what they are doing. Don't know what they are doing. But like I said there and say, words are spells. Words are powerful. Words are sharper than any two-edged word. And I was coming on today and I saw a clip when Melody and Keke had a conversation where you could see that Melody, and like I said, this is not going to go nowhere. This is already out. When I was watching a clip, which I'm not going to play it on this video right here. Now, maybe, I'm going to see how, God lead me to talk about it. When Keke was dismissed because people wanted to sit there and use her, knowing that she had a condition, knowing that she was auditioned, knowing she was going through some stuff. Living for me says, it's so sad. Rest in peace. Keke Miranda says, rest in peace, Keke, for your entire family. Your Hope, yes, you said that, Lady D. Absolutely. And that's why I did not tear her down. That's why I did not tear her down. I never, ever once came on and tore Keke down. I say, give her a chance. I say, because Keke got a story. Keke got a story. But she's not able to tell a story because people are trying to use her just for a reality show. I talked about that. Unpopular opinion podcast says, and I pray it was natural cause, because it's not, if not, just said that would happen. Absolutely. But like I said, we don't know what happened. We just waiting and seeing. We're going to make sure that we respect the family, their privacy. But this right here, this is a lot. This is a lot. And I told you guys, I sit there and say, some of this stuff that we are entertaining, all this stuff is demonic. This is demonic. And one thing that we know, when the enemy comes, the enemy does not care who they use. Coming on and praying against people, making people live in hell, making them depressed. I mean, so much stuff had happened just off of this reality show. Doxing, harassing, threatening people where they didn't even want to live anymore. And I'm not talking about Keke, because I don't know what happened. But I'm just sitting there, I'm just talking. Life is too short. You here today and you gone tomorrow. Life is not promised to anyone. You don't have to be old. We talked about that the other day. You don't have to be old. There has a grave for every size. And the young ones just going out before the old ones. That's why I said there and say, guys, you have to be careful. You have to be careful how you speak death on people, how you sending out curses. You have to be careful. Because what is you putting out there, trust me, it's going to come back. And the cost is going to be severe. Stop using people. This is the time right now, guys. Let a man examine himself. We quick to go and look at Dottie Squad and everybody, but start examining yourself. And it's time for us to come out of this, because nothing good is going to come out of this. We go around, we talk bad about people. You don't know what people are going through in their personal life. You don't know what's behind closed doors. That's why you have to be careful. You have to be careful how you put your mouth on people. And my heart goes out to the children, small children she have. And she had so much to live for. So much. But you never know what people are going through. That's why we can't be so quick to put our foot on people's neck while they already down. And this what when it comes to this social media, YouTube streets, we have a habit. When we see a person down, don't know what these people are going through because we are looking from the outside in. You don't know what these people are going through. But we sit there and we stark and we harass these people, make these people life a living hell. We don't give these people a chance. We don't give these people a chance. Go on these people personal page and sit there and we just take the rope and we just pull it tight. Or we just take our foot and we just take these people and try to smash them until we can't smash them no more. Until it's too late. Until it's too late. That's why I tell you guys, stop going out there making people life a living hell. Because, like I said, you don't know what these people are going through. Fighting for people that we don't even know. Bringing people on a large platform just to sit there and make a mockery out of these people. Then you send them back to where they came from. And then these people, they just lost. They just going through depression. It's like you making these people life worse than what it already is. You making these people life already worse than what it already is. The people already came from a lower state, coming from depression. Just to tell these people, I'm going to give you an opportunity. Just to make a mockery out of these people. But woe unto you. Woe unto you. T. Micah says, this is so sad, especially the kids. Absolutely. Gwen Davis says, Lady D, if I was her family, I would sue them for mistreatment from these people on the show. This show is evil. They need to shut it down. Absolutely. Absolutely. But the thing about it, guys, is like I said, is people, and God had put this in my spirit. Go and see the video, not the video, the post. I was going to come on at 2:00. But I sit there and say, I don't feel like coming on the day because I was going to take my braids out and rebraid it. So I say, I'm going to come on. I think I post the video for Thursday because Keke came in my spirit. And I could tell you exactly what the title was going to be. I already had posted this. When she came into my spirit, I even pulled out the video, the clips of how she was being misused for a storyline, for a freaking storyline. The title was going to be, why doesn't Melody Cherie apply the same principles of warning before destruction to the millimeters? I was going to talk about that. I was going to talk about when Melody came to Kiki and told her certain things. But I say, why Melody don't apply the same principles? What she's telling Kiki, I got to let you go because, I'm elevating. I don't want no one to mess up my money. But why she didn't apply the same principles to these overzealous, out of control fans of hers? That's what I was going to talk about. I even pulled up the clips. You guys y'all saw the scene. Y'all saw the episode. Kiki didn't stand a chance. She did not stand a chance because she was being used in order to elevate one person. But I was coming on and saying, why she didn't apply those same principles to her millimeters, to this cult-like behavior that is vicious, malicious, goes around harassing and stalking. Go and watch all the videos. Watch all the videos, how they sat there and they crucified this girl. They crucified her, knowing that she was going through some personal stuff in her life. And I didn't come to preach, guys. But like I said there and say, all this stuff is played out all through social media. They didn't give her a chance. They did not give her a chance. They made her life a living hell. Made her life a living hell. So we don't want to hear none of these sob stories. We don't want to hear these sob stories. Because you had a chance to open up the door, but you allowed her to come in to do your bidding. You had a chance to open up the door so she could tell her story. She had a story, but nobody wanted to hear it because everybody was fixated on elevating one person while tearing down everybody else, bringing Kiki on, embarrassing her, having her to take a drug test on TV instead of sitting there having this girl to tell her testimony because she got a story. Now, nobody would never know now. Now, all we going to see is people coming out and saying what they coulda, shoulda. You had the opportunity. Your life is on a public display, but you made it all about yourself. So we don't want to hear these stories because, like I say, this is the year of open shame. This is the year of judgment. And you all going to be accountable for the things that you have done. Woe unto you. Like I said there and say, it's no more excuses. People's lives are at stake. What if it would have been Martell? They even tried to sit there and crucify him. When do adultery, cheating is a crime? In that case, what do you got in your closet that nobody knows? The only difference that between these people on the reality show, their life is on public display. But what are in your life? What's going on in your life? That's why we have to be careful. These people got a life too. These people are human beings too. These people are human beings too. These people got feelings. These people got families. You guys made these people life a living hell. A living hell. You made these people lives a living hell. Because you did not know how to separate a reality show from these people's personal life. You didn't know how. You guys got on this trauma binding train wagon, steamrolling over anybody that will go against Melody Cherie Rogers or Holtz. I'm not sugarcoating this. Like I said, if you cannot stand the heat, get out of the kitchen. And I'm not sitting there saying, because I don't know what happened to Kiki, but I was coming on anyway. I was coming on anyway to talk about how Kiki was being mistreated. I didn't know Kiki had passed. I didn't know Kiki had passed. All I know in my spirit, this girl came to me and say, tell my story. Kiki came to my spirit. And those that follow me know that I had dropped the thumbnail yesterday. Yesterday, I had dropped the thumbnail. And I pushed it back for Thursday, not knowing that all this had happened. But Kiki came to my spirit. And she said, tell my story. And I pulled up that clip when this girl was being fired off of her job, being let go because they felt that they could not use her anymore. Like she was exposable goods. That's what I was coming on to talk about. That's what I was coming on to talk about. Because like I said there and say, we need to stop trying to sit there and as if we know these people. We don't know these people. We don't know these people from a can of paint. We only going by off a freaking reality show. Half of these people will see you on the street on fire and wouldn't even pee on your tail to put it out. Will look at you like the scum underneath their shoes. But we start these people. We harass these people. We call these people businesses. We make these people life a living hell. Like I said, guys, this is demonic. This is witchcraft. There's life and death that's in the power of the tongue. You got to be careful how you go out there and spew all that hate. People that you don't even know. You don't give people a chance. Every time when you see a person in trouble that went against Melody, and like I said there and say, Melody had a chance to sit there and dismantle, detach herself from these people. What did she do? She came and said these are grown people, which is true. But she came and she danced. And then a few days later, she came with a t-shirt, selling the t-shirt about being a part of the millimeters. So you, like I said there and say, you had a chance to detach yourself from these vicious, overzealous fans. You don't know these people. You don't know who you are entertaining. Just because of almighty dollar, just because they are my supporters, they buying my products. Like I said there and say, you don't know these people. The Most High God told me to tell you guys to come out of this. Walk away from this. Because these people are warlocks. These people are witches. These people are assigned to do what they are doing right now. That's why they can't show their face. That's why they cannot show their face. And they won't show their face. Every time when they see one of the cast members fall, They don't sit there and start falling on their knees and start praying and going into warfare. What they do, they laugh. They gloat over someone else's demise. Now you tell me right now, guys, is this the act of God or the act of a devil? Like I said there and say, you're not going to get away with the things that you used to get away with. And you might sit there and say, but D, this is the reality show. But this is where my people at. Our people would rather be smack dab in the middle of all this detestable drama, this minstrel show, this circus, to watch these clowns, than go outside and touch grass. That's why every time when I get a chance, I tear down. I tear down. Because this is not building up. This is not about black excellence. This is about almighty dollars. These people have sold their souls over almighty dollars. And like I said, what's the purpose of gaining the entire world and losing your soul, losing your dang old mind? What's the purpose of gaining the entire world? You could never build a solid foundation off of material possession. That's like building a house on sinking sand. Come out of her. Come out of her. Because I promise you, it's not going to get better. If anything, it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse because we are dealing with demonic people. These people are on an assignment to make people's lives a living hell. They go on people pages, get their personal information. God showed it to me. God told me it's going to be a surge of lawsuits. It's going to be a surge of lawsuits where God is going to flush them from behind those computers. Satan, your kingdom is falling. You had a chance to repent. You had a chance to repent. But you chose to stay on the devil's playground because you like it in there. When they go low, I take it to hell. Where knock, knock, knock. Because one thing about the devil does not play fair. Much is given, much is required. And the wages of sin is death. Come out of her, guys. Come out of her. Leave this alone. Leave this alone. Because these people's hands are dripping. These people don't care who they sacrifice. Because they have sold out. If my people who are called by my name will humble themselves, seek my face, and turn from their wicked ways, come out of her. Because much is given, much is required. Much is given, much is required. And all this right here is not by accident. This right here, like I said there and say, it had to happen. Because this is where our people at. Our people are out there making people's life a living hell. Don't know what's on these people's mind. You don't know what these people are going through. But you don't care. Because to you, it makes you feel good because of clicks and likes, because of monetization. But woe unto you. Woe unto you. Because whatever you have done to the least of my children, you have done it unto me. You guys have made people's lives a living hell. I never saw no reality show like this show. That you guys have made it like you know these people personal. Like you know these people personally. But God said they say some of them do. Some of them do, and they feed it to these bottom feeders, got these people running with all this stuff. Some of these people, they know, and they don't want to be exposed. But God said there and say, He's going to rip the sheets from off of you because there are puppet masters that are using these people like sheep for the slaughter, causing these people to stumble. Like I said there and say, there's a Jezebel spirit. These are Jezebel spirits. And Jezebel is well alive today. We talked about that. And Jezebel does not care who he or she step on. Long she can get or he can get. That's all that matters. Don't care who they step on. And this right here, guys, this is what I call a wake-up call. This is a wake-up call. Come out of her. Come out of her, guys, before it's too late. Leave these people alone. You don't know these people. You fighting for someone that you don't even know. Look at you, call you old, will look at you like I wouldn't even invite you to her house or his house. I'm just talking in general. But you guys going all out for someone that you don't know when they laughing all the way to the bank. But I told you guys to pump your brakes. I told you to pump your brakes. I say because it's not going to get better. If anything, it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse because you guys, you have caused one of God's children to stumble. Woe unto you. Woe unto you. Voiceover by Stephanie Marie says, sending prayers and my condolences to her children, her husband, and her family. Tawana Davis is sending out hearts. Annette Johnson says, I love baby. Stop acting like you know Kiki and Tisha. You don't know if they made up or not. She must be talking to someone else. I truly believe that they made up. I truly believe that they made up. I'm reading the comments from the bottom on up. But I truly believe that they made up. Because one thing about when it comes to Miss Wanda and her family, and I don't know them personally. I just know what they put out on this reality show. They family, they got a family. They come together. They love on each other. Big, huge family. And I truly believe Tisha does not have a hard heart. And it was a reason why Tisha did not wanted her sister, her cousin, might as well say sisters because they look like sisters, to come on that show. Because she knew her cousin. She knew her cousin. She knew her personal life. So she didn't wanted her cousin to come on like that because she know who her cousin is. And her cousin wouldn't want to come on like that. But you see, we got these vultures. We got these buzzards. We got these bottom feeders. They don't care. Oh, I got a back door. Come through the back door. If you cannot come through the front door, come through the back door. I'm going to let you in. But you already know when you got to come through the back door, you already know what that's going to be all about. So we cannot sit there and say Tisha and Keke didn't make up. And that's the thing about us. We think that we know these people. We looking from the outside in. I truly believe that they made up because Keke already know and Tisha already know who was the puppet masters behind that caused Keke to come on that show to sit there and tear down her cousin, pouring water on her cousin's face. And I truly believe she apologized over and over and she was convicted because she know who was the puppet masters that was behind all that. She know who was the puppet master behind all that. Like I said, then said you got to be careful, guys. You have to be careful how you put your mouth on people. Simona says that I think if the fan base, however, when you have castmates inserting themselves with bloggers, it gets messy. Absolutely. 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 That's why I sat there and say, this got to stop. Someone got to draw the line and say enough is enough. Someone have to draw a line and say enough is enough, because this right here, this has gotten out of hand. This have gotten out of hand. Sending prayers and my condolences to the children, husband, and family. Gwen says Tisha always says she wasn't ready for this show, but she was meant. She was meant because God showed us what some shows to do people behind the scene. Let me read it again. Tisha always said she wasn't ready for this show, talking about Kiki, but she was meant because God showed us what some shows do to people behind the scenes. Absolutely. They use them like they exposable goods. Exposable goods. That's why I say when it comes to these reality shows, do they have a therapist? Do they have somebody to talk to these people, a life coach? Because you can't tear these people down like this, especially when everything now is played out on social media. These people need some kind of counseling, somebody to talk to, because these overzealous fans, they don't know how to separate this reality show, like I say, from these people's personal life. And they are human beings. They are human beings, guys. But see, they can't turn it off. And the reason why they can't turn it off, because we got these overzealous fans, these overzealous fans that's going on these people's personal page, and these people trying to talk about something else. But they sitting there bringing up, oh, you did this to this person. Oh, you did that to that person. Getting these people all sidetracked. Tina Love said, I'm still shocked. Tisha said it. She felt Kiki wasn't ready for this show. She knows her cousin. IDK, I guess, the circumstances behind her passing. I don't know the circumstances behind her passing, but whoa, this is sad news. Absolutely. Tisha knew her cousin was not ready. And Tisha, I'm here to tell you, God is well pleased with you. You don't have no regrets. No regrets. Because you knew that your cousin was not ready. And just to see how it's playing out, just imagine what was going on in Kiki's mind. Like I said, stress kills, depression. And we don't know what had happened, but I'm just talking in general. And don't say I'm just talking from the side of my mouth, because I saw how these people was harassed and bullied and docked and stalked. I saw that. And you cannot tell me that this is stressful. Following these people to the zoo, following these people to the hospitals, following these people at their business, calling events, calling people, trying to find out where these people are having their next event so you can call to sabotage that. That's a lot, guys. That's a lot. T-Bird says, really shocked. Yes, we are. Like I said, nothing happened by accident. This right here is what I call a wake-up call. This is what I call a wake-up call. Tandra says, I understand. Tawan said, I pray for the family and pray God enter into the hearts of the hateful people that watch the show. Absolutely. But like I said there and say, this is a warfare. They had plenty of times to pray. They had plenty of times to repent. Plenty of time. Like I said, we are in war now. This is a warfare where the Most High God saying, look, I gave you so many chances to turn, come out of her. I just hope that it's not too late. I hope it's not too late, because he gave you plenty of time to come out. Just like he told Jezebel, Jezebel did some very detestable stuff. He even gave Jezebel a chance. He said, Jezebel, repent. Turn from your wicked ways. Come out of her. Leave us alone. Walk away. Jezebel refused to take heed and just sat there and laugh. And what happened? What happened? When she fell down, like I said, pride goes before the fall. And it's easy going up. But that pride, when it goes down, that fall is worse than going up. Jezebel's head was detached from her body, where they say the dogs was eating up her head, eating her up. Guys, you better come out of her. This is real. This is real. This is real. This show has the most toxic fan base. No other reality show has fans that goes this deep, because God already showed it to me, Mimi. God already showed it to me. You guys just don't want to take heed. You guys won't, or when I say something, you guys don't want to hear it. Like I said, when I come on here, because the Most High God gives me a word. And this is where our people at. Our people are smack dab in the middle of these reality shows. But it's so sad that we act like we know these people' personal life. Stop sitting there putting a yoke around these people. That's what you guys are doing. You guys are putting a heavy burden around these people. You're not giving these people a chance. Look what you guys did, Martell. And like I said, we don't give Martell excuse, but Martell is not the first and he's not the last. You guys took this man and you put a straitjacket around this man as if he was in a mental institution. You guys sat there, was harassing and calling policemen and calling CBPS, trying to get this man's children taken from him. Well, you guys sat there and put in this woman's head to call the police after holding a receipt for almost 2 years to get this man arrested. Because you guys have made it so personal. But God showed me it had people from the inside that was pulling those strings when it comes to these content creators. And that's why they couldn't show their face. Because all they were doing, they were puppet masters. They was bottom feeders. But God is going to bring it to the light. And the truth is going to come out. The truth is going to come out. Bertha Raymond, hey Bertha, she says time is filled with swift transition. Trust in him who will not leave you. Hold to God's unchanging hands. I have to go, blessing everyone. Thank you for coming in. Diva says Kiki didn't stand a chance with whom? The Scots, because that was crucifying her. Now they want to act like they, I don't know what she's talking about. Only ones that was crucifying her is the ones that allowed her to come through the back door, because she didn't come through the door with with Tisha. She did not come through the door, not the front door. She came through the back door because they wanted her to sit there and try to bring down her cousin for a reality show. Tell the truth and shame the devil. Tell the truth and shame the devil. Gail France says, I heard they was on the process of making amends. I don't know. They talking to each other. Unpopular opinion podcast diva. They talking to each other. Don't come. Yes, with that. Unpopular. Trust me, she can handle them. And make sure you go and check out Unpopular Behavior, and also for further updates, make sure you go to Speak with Your Girl Marcella for further updates when it comes to this right here. This is horrible. Just to think about how these people sat there and drove Miss Wanda, drove her family. Drove them till they couldn't drive them no more. They drove Miss Wanda. Thank God, Miss Wanda. Like I said, thank God for Miss Wanda. And our prayers and our condolences goes out to her family. Just buried her sister. Now she got to bury her niece. Our condolences goes out. But I'm here to tell you, Miss Wanda, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. Every tongue that rises against you shall be condemned. And sometimes we may not understand God's ways, but his thoughts are higher than ours. His ways are better than ours. He knows everything. Everything had to happen for a reason. Nothing by accident. And I promise you, weeping may endure for a while, but joy is coming in the morning. Sometimes things have to happen because the world is watching. Those that's watching this, all eyes on them. Now watch God show up and show out. Watch God turn every crooked way straight. Every hidden demonic spirits, those demons going to flee in the name of Jesus. Watch how God show up and show out. Watch how he show up and show out. I promise you, God going to show up and show out in the midst of all this right here. I promise you that. Because you guys been causing so much havoc. You guys were some very ruthless, vicious people. But your time is up. Tick tock, tick tock. Your time is up. Your time is up. Yes, there are a bunch of demons. All CCs needs to block all hateful commenters. That's the only protection available, really. I didn't even sit there and put it subscribers on it only. That's why most of them can be able to come in. That's why most of them could come in. Voodoo Doll TV Reaction say thank you for saying what's needed to be said. Rest in peace, Kiki. Thank you for the thank you for the $20. Thank you very much. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you very, very much. And I pray that the Most High God, I pray that he multiplied, unlimited, shaking together, running over. Thank you very much. Like I said there and say, you don't have to tear down for God to bless you. God has a door that's with just your name on it. With just your name on it. So you don't have to tear down. You don't have to tear down. You don't have to rob Peter to pay Paul. You don't have to go out there and rob Dottie, Squatty, or anybody. What's yours is yours. What's yours is yours, guys. And the only reason why some of them can come on is because I didn't put subscriber mode only. I'm not even going to monetize this video. I'm not going to monetize it at all. But thank you very much. Thank you very much. Shandela says, now it's not the time to be rude nor disrespectful to anyone, especially Kiki family. Absolutely. But let them be. Let them be. Shandela, you don't even have to argue with them because we already know who they are. They only going to act like their father, their forefather, their father, the devil. They only going to act like them. So you don't have to sit there and say a word. That's in them. That's in them. But I'm here to tell you that the Most High God, he's going to put a stop to all this. He's going to put a stop to all this. So let him talk. Let him talk. Because the more that they talk, the more that the Most High God is going to bring them to open shame. Because your time is up. So let him talk. Let him continue talking. Because only what you do for the Most High God is going to last anyway. We are dealing with some very demonic spirits. But God still rule and reign. God still sat on the throne. And he sees all things. And like I said there and say, just like we read the word the other day, it may not happen to you, but it'll happen to something that's attached to them. So let them talk. Let them talk. Let them talk. Amen. Original Jules says, I need to talk to you, Queen Goddess, and a link for me to contact you if you can. I dropped the link for you if you want to come on. Not everybody. Original Jules can come on, or if I know you. If I don't know you because I did not put subscriber mode on, you cannot come on because my spirit cannot be connected to all that. Okay, I'm set apart because when God give me a word, honey, believe me, I can't have every and anybody. So I dropped the link for I dropped the link for you if you want to come on. You are welcome to come on. God is the strongest power. Absolutely. 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 Try again. It's saying that you're the oh, that's my girl, Star Seed. Okay. Oh, I've been talking to all the time in my community tab. I'm glad to see Starseed is trying to get up. So I'm waiting for Starseed to come up. It's saying device is not connected. So try again. It's saying that your device is not connected. But like I said, guys, we are waiting for Starseed to come up, but life is short. You here today and you gone tomorrow. And one thing, I never seen a U-Haul going to the graveyard. Have you ever seen a U-Haul going to the graveyard? Never. So you cannot bring those worldly possessions to the grave site with you. That stuff is going to rot. Somebody else is going to come around and enjoy something that you sold your soul from behind, or you robbing Peter to pay Paul. So leave these people's stuff alone, because it all belongs to you anyway. The earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. It all belongs to you. It all belongs to you. But I'm waiting for Star Seed to come up. It's saying your device is not connected. My girl, Country Girl Queenie says, I put it on subscribe mode, Lady D. Okay, all right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Country Girl. She says she put it on subscribe mode. Thank you very much. See, like I said there and say, honey, I got truth seekers in here. We like I said, we knows exactly how to go into the battlefield. We know how to warfare. So I went ahead and let you. I'm waiting for Original Jules. I'm waiting for her to come in. I see where it says her device is not connected. So guys, like I say, it is praying time. It is praying time. It is praying time. So if you cannot come up, Start Child, I'll give you my email, and you and I can talk. Because I've been talking to you for a long, long time. Would love to hear you up here. But this right here, guys, we can't keep sitting there trying to treat people any kind of way, especially people that we don't know. People that's on these reality shows or these celebrities. We can't sit there and say we know these people. You don't know what these people are doing. You don't know these people's personal life. You don't know what's going on behind closed doors. And by you going on these people's personal page and harassing them and making these people life a living hell, you what you're doing is putting a heavy yoke on these people. Stop doing that, guys. Stop it. And like I said, they say, nothing is by accident. This is a wake up call for everybody. This is a wake up call for everybody. So I'm gonna wait a few more minutes. I'm waiting for Star Seeds to come up, and then I'm gonna go ahead and close it down, because I usually just stay on just an hour. Gail Francis, exactly. They know nothing and just make up lies. Yeah, and that's why I sit there and say, God gave them a chance, and the ones that's been following me for a very long time, when God gives me a prophetic word, trust me, you better take heed to it. And God been giving me a prophetic word for a very long time when it comes to this particular show, Love and Marriage in Huntsville. I don't know why just this particular show. And just yesterday, Kiki came into my spirit. Kiki came into my spirit, and I was going to make a video about her, how they dismissed her. Who would have thought? Who would have thought that I would be hearing that Kiki had passed when I was about to make a video about her? Go and check it out. I was about to make a video because I wanted to tell Melody in the spirit, why do you need Kiki to follow the same principles that you don't hold your millimeters to? That's what I was coming on to say. That's why I sit there and say, guys, you never know who you are entertaining. You never know who you are entertaining. And you thinking that you watching a reality show. Sometimes, God would take the foolish things of this world. And these reality shows is foolish. That's why every chance I get, I try to tear it down. But I know that's where my people at. I go where my people at. You got to meet your people where they are. And Kiki came into my spirit. And I was getting the clips together. I was coming on at 2:00, and I had pushed it back for Thursday because she came into my spirit to ask Melody a question. Why do you have me to follow the same principles that you don't have your millimeters to follow? Why? That was the question. That was a question right there. And I wrote it down on my thumbnail. And I know my truth seekers that gets my notification, they know that I had put that video out yesterday with Kiki face. Because Kiki she wanted me to ask a question. And I pulled up this clip. I don't know if you guys see it. I pulled up this clip. This is the clip that I had pulled up. Let me see if I can find it, because I had everything already set up, because I was going to talk about it. And then she sat there and she told Kiki, well, I'm sorry, because right there she was dismissing her, and then wants to say the Bible. The Bible said warning, saying all that, making it a show, playing with people's lives. Kiki probably wanted an opportunity to come on this reality show, and you never know if they would have did right by her. You never know. She probably would have got herself together, that heavy burden of depression and this, this yoke that was around her. It probably would have sat there and gave her a testimony. But you dismissed her. Because you felt like you couldn't use her. That's what people. And then the conversation was about, the reason why I'm going to let you go is because you was privately talking about the show, talking to bloggers. But let me tell you this. What goes around come around. Now they got videos and text messages talking about her mom. Yes, I'm going to go out and say it, and I'm all this right here. Like I said, I don't know if it's a mom or not. I'm going to say allegedly. I only can go by what they put out. Feeding information to these bloggers. But yet, when Kiki was said that she was doing that, what they did? They wanted to cancel Kiki. She really broke her heart spirit. She really thought that lady had her back. Absolutely. And dismissed her, made it a storyline and dismissed her, walked away. All you saw the last time we saw Kiki on that show, getting in her car with her heart broken because she thought that she had a true friend. Like I said, much is given, much is required. And I'm not going to take this paint and brush it the way that you want me to brush it, with lilies and flowers and hearts. I'm going to call it like it is, because I say the kingdom of heaven is suffer violence, and we got to take it by force. So I ain't going to sit there and sugarcoat nothing. If you're looking for someone to sugarcoat and tickle your ears, then you find somebody else. Okay. But this girl, she left off of this show with a broken heart. And I promise you, I was going to play this. This is why I pulled it up, because Kiki came in my spirit yesterday. Came in my spirit yesterday to make a video about how she was misused and let go just for people entertainment. So anybody that shared things beforehand is a no to Melody, as she said on this TV show. But what about now that they arguing back and forth and the receipts are out there? Go on Miss Marcella's page. Marcella sat there and she showed the receipts. How they saying activate and how they arguing because someone went ahead and dropped Melody's mom, Miss Van's name, and they arguing about that. Oh, why you dropped Miss Van name and all this other stuff? But when Kiki did it, you guys wanted to sit there and dismiss her. Y'all wanted to dismiss her. So I thought that Starseed was trying to come on. Starseed, I saw that you was having problems trying to come on. Just go ahead and leave something under this video right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and give you my email, and you can email me, and we can talk from there. Okay. Hey, Dark and Lovely. Dark and Lovely is in the house. She said, yep, she was brokenhearted and treated like nothing. Absolutely. The last scene was when Kiki was dismissed and got in her car. And that was, we never saw her on that reality show again. And she came on her social media platform, and these overzealous fans, they was dogging her out, crucifying her. Yep, look at Tina. So Tina could verify it. God gonna send people to verify it. And I'm about to close down, guys, because I only stay on an hour. But my condolences again goes out to the family, her children, her husband, goes out to Miss Wanda. But also I have a message to these overzealous fans. Stop sitting there trying to make these people life a living hell just because of a reality show. We need to learn how to separate a reality show from these people's personal life. You don't know what's going on. We looking from the outside in. And we fighting for people that we don't even know, getting people on these reality shows and, trying to make them look like a fool. And we already know when it comes to Kiki, she was no dummy. She was a professor at a college and she fell so far, but still of all, instead of we got people trying to help her get back up, knowing that she already had failed, what they would do, they just took their foot and they pressed her even farther. Woe unto you. Woe unto you. She already felt like she was down at the bottom. And what did you do? You took your foot and you sat there and you pushed her down even farther where she couldn't even get up. And I don't know what's the story. I don't know what had happened, but I'm only can go by when Kiki visit me in the spirit. When Kiki visit me in the spirit, and I promise you, yesterday, I didn't know that this child was transitioned. I did not know she was. When I turned on my computer, all I saw was rest in peace, Kiki Jabbar. Immediately, I went to speak with your girl Marcella's page because I know if she put it out, I know it was true. And when I found out that this child had passed, I had to come up because I know she had visited me. Because enough is enough, guys. It's time for us to stop tearing down people off of a freaking reality show. These people signed for this to entertain us. Stop getting into these people personal business. Stop acting like you know these people. And that's real talk. That is real talk. Thank you, Tina Love. She said, Lady D, you are anointed. Thank you very much. That's why I sat there and say, when God give me a word, I got to say what God says. Shandela says, I'm going to take a time out today from yesterday event of folks speaking on Destiny Kids. Speaking on Destiny's Kids, my God. Now they're speaking on Destiny's Kids to this. I think I'm going to have to pause on this show. Everyone should be coming together and getting right. Absolutely. 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 Let me read a few more. Mel treated Kiki like a piece of trash. We can't hear her. Turn off the background music. Oh, she said she couldn't hear me? Y'all couldn't hear me? Give me a thumbs up if y'all wasn't able to hear me. I am so sorry. Like I said, ain't nobody mad but the devil. He don't get no glory over here, honey. No glory. God rules and reigns. I am so sorry for having that music so loud. Was y'all able to hear me? Give me a thumbs up if you guys was able to hear me. You okay? She said she was able to hear me. Okay. I didn't know that I had the music up, guys. Sorry about that. I'm just hearing where unpopular opinion has said we can't hear. I guess she was talking about that video clip that I was playing, but you guys can hear me with this right here. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. But I'm finna go, guys. I see when my girl closed me out, it is time for me to go. Okay, I've been on here an hour and 6 minutes, but like I said, life is too short. I'm gonna close out with this right here. Life is too short. We here today and we gone tomorrow. All I can say, when it comes to these reality shows or TV, don't get so personal involved in these people's personal life, because you don't know what these people are going through. These people are trying to make a living just like everybody else. Try to separate this reality show from these people personal life. And even if you go on these people personal page, don't make their life a living hell, because whatever you do to the least of God's children, you have done it unto me, and woe unto you. So, guys, all I can say right now is just keep the family in prayer, and try to do right. Only what you do for God is going to last. And we know that we got these people out there that's assigned to make people's lives a living hell. But don't worry about that, because the Most High God said, I'm going to separate the sheep from the goats, the wheats from the tare. So let them continue tearing down, because God already said there, and he gave me a word last Sunday. It may not happen to you, but it'll happen to everybody, everything that attached to you. So try to do good, because only what you do for the Most High God is going to last. So on that note, you all be blessed and you enjoy the rest of your day.